like from spring ball? Because it looked like yesterday, it's like, man, you guys just walk right out there again. Did it feel that way at all?
But I don't want to give ourselves that much credit. But yeah, the first two groups I thought were really pretty smooth. There wasn't a whole lot of MAs. The way the NCAA's allowed it to be set up now, the way guys can run player-led workouts throughout the summer, so they really don't get as lost as you would think, just because they're able to continue to think football and see football. So that helps, and we're able to build that into the strength conditioning program in the summer. So it keeps them alive, and then the older guys that are, a lot of them, this is their last rodeo. I mean, they're locked in, they're ready to go, and I thought our retention was good though.
Chandler said he feels like the offense fits him. So what are some things you guys have kind of worked on to kind of maximize his skill set?
We're still figuring that out. I think you never know until you get in the game and play with live bullets. You kind of think you know exactly what you have from a roster standpoint, but until you're playing a live game, especially with the quarterback, you really don't know. His skill sets is, he's really athletic, he's really smart, he's incredibly hungry right now for success, and he's got great accuracy. I mean, he throws with great accuracy. He's had a little bit of trouble staying healthy, so just trying to keep him upright would be the biggest thing, and let him utilize the talent around him.
We got to see what Chandler and Josh could do in the spring, but what have you seen from Chance this summer and really through the first couple days of practice?
I really wasn't able to see much in the summer, just a conditioning standpoint. I think his body has changed, he looks good. He had a really good day today. First 2 days that he's had being a new offense, I thought he was operating at a high level. And one thing you can buy a lot, but you can't buy experience, and he's got it. And so, a quarterback that's heard for 5 years, protect the football, don't make stupid plays, bad mistakes, don't put us in negative situations. He's heard those things, and so it resonates, and he's played a lot of games where that matters, and he's able to see how that affects the game. So the first 2 days, I've been really pleased. He missed one signal today. That was just an honest mistake, and he'll get it fixed. He's really dialed in, and he's been studying a lot, and been really pleased with where he's at.
You guys got a lot of options at receiver. What are going to be the keys for those guys to kind of, emerge in that position battle and earn their playing time?
Yeah, like I said, just earn it. They're going to earn it, and I think it's a good problem to have is that we do have a lot of options there. So just it's our job as coaches figuring out the best way to get those guys on the field. And I think we'll be able to rotate guys and keep them fresh and get a lot of guys some burn. So hopefully if we can stay healthy, then that would be the case.
What can you tell us about Warren Thompson?
Warren had a really good practice today. I've been with Warren for a while now. I was with him at Florida State in 2019. And then he came over at Arkansas for the last couple of years and has done really well. And he walked on over there, really didn't have an option, and ended up earning a scholarship, made some big plays in big games in SEC play. And, Warren is a long guy. You've probably seen him on the field. He's right under 6'3", he's 195, 200 pounds. He runs well. He's been in the system for 4 years now, so he understands the offense, what we're trying to get done. So we're really pleased that we got him. I think he'll make big plays for us.
Guys they seem more comfortable in the offense. So what's the next step in terms of installing the whole package you want to run this year?
We haven't put pads on yet, so just continuing to develop and work the fundamentals, and guys get better at playing football. I'm not too worried from an installation standpoint. We're going to have practices that situations are going to allow us to be able to install things that we're going to use situationally. So right now it's just the guys playing incredibly hard, not making the same mistake twice, seeing signals, executing, getting lined up fast, and then also, seeing some leadership on the field. That's kind of what we're trying to find right now offensively, is who's going to be our leaders. Not just vocally all the time, but guys that get out there and they prove it and they show it on the down-to-down basis. So we're starting to find that out. Once we get into more situational stuff, and then install will start picking up.
Jared Wiley had told us at Big 12 Media Days that he had been waiting for an offensive coordinator like you that gets the tight ends involved, and he's grateful that you're here. What kind of player do you think Jared can be in your offense at tight end?
Yeah, I think You know, Jared could be a great player in any offense. I really do. I mean, he's just a great player. So I'm fortunate that he's here and that I'm here at the same time, just to be able to watch him do his thing. I mean, Jared's a former quarterback, so he sees the field well. He understands what's going on. He's just not isolated into playing the tight end position. And you love guys that have played different positions because they understand. And so he's a great leader. He's low maintenance. He's a great teammate. Obviously, if he's the first one off the bus, he's going to look pretty dang good too. So, I mean, he's got it all, and he's competitive. He's hungry. He wants to go prove to not just himself but everybody that, you know, this team's for real and that he's a really good football player. And so he's doing that in stacking days.
What are some of your early impressions of Cordell so far?
You know, I've been really impressed with him. You know, it was unfortunate this spring that he got injured. I think his maturity level is growing, which is, you know, a big deal for a young guy like him. But he's made plays the first 2 days, and he really hasn't, you know, been starry-eyed. You know, it looks like he fits out there. He's not turning around and asking Coach Kelly every single snap what to do. So he's been studying, and if you get the ball around him, he's going to make plays with it. So I've been really impressed with how he's looked after 2 days.
You've been really successful running the football, coaching running the football. I think last year 7th in the nation. What do you see from your offensive line and your running backs that makes you feel like you guys can be successful running the football here this season?
We got really good backs. First of all, we got great coaches. I mean, Coach Ricker, Coach Jones do an unbelievable job with those guys. So that's going to allow us to be able to be successful there. We've got good players, and you know, with running the football, it's all encompassing with what you're doing on the perimeter. You know, outside receivers blocking, inside receivers blocking. Everybody's tied to the run game. The quarterback making really good decisions on RPOs, and a lot of, you know, most of our snaps are going to be run-pass options. So it kind of depends on what the defense is giving us, whether or not we're running or throwing the football for making good decisions at the quarterback position. So that kind of will be determined when you get into play. But we've always been able to try to run the football and do it in different ways, whether it's outside zone, inside zone, gap scheme, and try to do a lot of different things that make us a little bit more difficult to defend. And if you can run the football, you got a chance to win every game. I believe that. I think that if you can just find a way to continue to gain good yards running the ball, then you can end up wearing down defense.
What does a guy like Jalen Robinson, when healthy, bring to your offense?
He's going to bring a lot if he stays healthy. I mean, he's pretty different as far as his dynamic ability. So that's our job as coaches, to keep him healthy, and his job, you know, whenever he gets out of practice today, to get in there and do the things right to protect his body and get himself right from a recovery standpoint. But I think he's incredibly explosive, and I'm excited about him.
We'll go 2 more questions.
Kendall, have you watched the quarterback series on Netflix?
You know, Mark Collar, one of our QC guys, he's told me every single day to watch it.
Yeah.
I keep telling him, like, Mark, you know I'm not going to watch TV.
Right.
I won't turn on TV and watch anything.
Yeah.
So
You haven't seen it?
no, I have not.
Okay.
I've heard it's really good though.
Yeah, it's well done.
I know it. I've told my 13-year-old son he needs to watch it.
Yeah.
That's the best I can do.
Yeah. Because then I was going to ask you, why are their play calls so dang long? You know?
Because they've been doing it like that forever.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just how
They
it's
call
been.
every route, I guess.
Yeah, they tell everybody what to do. I mean, they just tell every single person what to do all the time, and you know, that's how they operate, and we operate a little different.